End of season relays at Colchester. This one's gonna be chaos. Whoa, geez, boy!
Oh, go, Diane! Go! We're off!
Whoa! State of that. 10 minutes till race. We've got a little problem. There's only me and Steve now on a team of 3. Because Elliot's let us down, he thought it was a 12 o'clock start, and he's got childcare. Disaster. Never mind. And the course is wet. Look at Steve's bike. He's done 1 lap with that. 1 lap. I've somehow put the wrong rear wheel on, and I've got a baby Limus on the rear. Not quite sure how that occurred. So I've got a full Limus on the front, a baby on the rear, and the blooming rear wheel's spinning. But never mind, it's all that power I'm putting through. We'll make it up, and hopefully there'll be a bit of carnage, but a good laugh.
And we're off. Don't get the best start here, and it's really important to just try and get the power down. You can see young Ollie Beale right at the front there, just about. He's really going. I'm just a bit pinned by this Ashwell rider. I don't feel there's enough room for me to squeeze up this right hand side quite. Felt I was a little bit behind. As we come into the off-road section, I'm just being careful but still want to make headway here.
Oh, you got a flyer then, Glenn!
There's Glenn getting his typical not so great start, unfortunately, but good for me because now I'm on a solid wheel. There ain't many wheels better to follow than Glenn. He nearly takes out that poor Ashwell, our VCR rider, I believe. I've then come up on the right of him. That poor VCR rider's just been battered by me and Glenn. Do apologise to him there, but it was just about getting stuck in and getting through because I didn't want to fall too much behind. I wanted to have the best first lap I could possibly have. You can see here, Glenn takes really good lines around the corners. I'm not able to do quite as well as him. I nearly actually hit that post there. Need to be a little bit more careful than that. I've got young Isaac Starmer doing the filming for me as I was abandoned by the camera lady and Cheeky this weekend because he was competing in Suffolk County swimming. But Isaac's done a great job and got me some footage. You can see VCR rider right on my tail there, and I need to close this gap back down to Glenn as soon as possible. I don't want to be too far off. I think that's young Michael Swindles in front there.
Off course, Glenn!
Glenn going off course. I've no idea what he was doing there. All over the show. He's having a nightmare of a start, has to be said. And Team Maglia are going down at this stage. I'll give the camera a little wipe. I'm really not sure how much mud is getting on it, but it weren't doing too bad. God, nearly got took out there by that rider. I was lucky there to avoid getting took down, definitely there. He was all over the show. This bit, really sticky, the mud. Really sticky, made you feel really draggy, it has to be said. Another quick wipe, make sure the lens is clear. As we come into the main field section, I'm just trying to push as hard as I can here and not let Glenn get too far away. Now Glenn's a much faster, much better rider than me, much more skilled, so he's gonna get further up than me, but if I can just keep him in sight, I'm just using that as a bit of a rabbit to pull me along really, so I get the best first lap in and get me and Steve off to the best start possible. You can see already conditions, the grass is really slicing up. Young Michael Swindle's been over there on his back. I'm straight over these hurdles. 400s, man. They're big boys for my little legs, I tell you. I've only got little legs. And here, I'm doing quite well. I'm already closing up on Ian Nixon, who's on his mountain bike there. You can see some of the riders trying to ride up that section. Ian's having to stop. I just decided that it was quicker to get off, run, and then get on the off camber. Little bit tricky mountain on the off camber, but I did pretty well. And you can see I actually closed in on Glenn up here a bit because he really seems to be struggling to get the power down and his back wheel's slipping. And he had proper full muds on both, proper bites. Here, go to the right. It's not too bad a line. The mud was a little bit left. I'm sure Glenn's just giving me a little wave there. Not too sure what that was, but we'll see. Anyway, we're on to the tarmac section and Glenn's straight away getting the power down. You can hear me just knocking up the gears here as we come into the off-road section. Glenn's taking out the tape. He's almost taken the course down as he goes, dismantling it single-handedly. Glenn's giving it rubbins racing.
You're so far back, you got no one to rub. Oh.
There's me giving him some banter and abuse, and I'm crashing into the stakes. Absolute disaster. This bit was really wet here, making it hard to get any speed to get into the changeover. And Ian Nixon's managed to come by me there. And you can see me getting up behind Steve, giving him a tag, and Steve's off for his first lap.
Oh man, one lap I'm covered. It's great, but I'm covered. One lap down, it's absolutely carnage out there. Proper mud. Proper muddy as hell. It's incredibly slippery, but it's good fun. Definitely good fun.
Oh yeah, don't know.
Trev's up next, going for the Rovers. I think Rovers are in the lead. Surprise, surprise, because Trev's been paired with two fast riders. They got Max and Dan, and then they got Trevor, of course.
No pressure, Trevor.
No pressure for Trev here, but I could see them soon being round here.
It was chaos at the start though.
But yeah, it's chaos. You had a good start though.
I missed my pedal right at the start, so.
Glenn went off course twice. Glenn Davey, all on camera. Some bloke literally went sideways in front of me.
Well, that could have been me to be fair, because I just
no, it definitely weren't you. That was around the other bit. He's sideways. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
But yeah, utter carnage. Michael Swindles fell off near the hurdles. He was on his back. Utter carnage. So we're waiting for the first rider for lap 2 to come in now. But it is pure carnage, and it is a Rovers rider. Dan Hall, second rider for Rovers, is about to enter the fray. I think my partner, Steve, might be a little bit further back, but I think he's doing a great job here. We are in the mix. So, if he can stay ahead, maybe we can beat that Maglia team. Who knows? We'll see. Here they come. So here comes Dan Hall, Neo Pro, coming round to do the changeover with Trev. No pressure, you're on the camera, lads. Let's go! They're through. Oh, there's Ed. There's my man to chase. There's Ed. He's there. He's going to be a little bit worn out because he's been running daddy daycare yesterday. And I'm sick. And you're what? Sick? Oh, here we go. Come on. Go! We're off!
Steve tagging me in, and I'm off to do lap 3, my second lap out on the course. Obviously there's only me and Steve. Most people had a 3-man team, just me and Steve here, so we're doing the best we can, tagging each other in and
all
out.
Over the place here, making the most of being on camera.
Paul's getting all over the show, showing off for the camera, I think.
God, I've got no traction on the rear wheel.
I'm moaning, that baby Limus just ain't cutting it when I'm trying to pedal on this. It's so sloppy, I'm literally just spinning.
I've got absolutely nothing on that rear.
I just can't get the power down. Once I'm on the tarmac, Ben Hallam comes by me, and I'm thinking, there's a wheel I want to be on. And I am straight onto that wheel. Now remember, Ed's already up there. You can see him right up there in front if you look in the distance. That's young Ed. I'm chasing him down thinking, right, I've got to get us back with those Maglia boys. There goes Ed. I'm using Ben to pull me up to him because he is a fast rider. You can see Ben's already caught Ed there. I've dropped off a little bit. I can't do Ben's power, but I can still see the rabbit of Ed ahead, and I am chasing. There's Ed coming round.
Well done, Simon. Close that wheel. Go on, Simon.
Great encouragement there from Isaac and Kieran, I believe. As I get over the hurdles, Ed's been a little bit slow getting away, and I'm able to jump on, and now's my chance to close the gap. I see an opportunity here. Ed tries to ride up onto the off camber. I jump off, and basically I just run under him, which was great for me. And I've made a place straight away, and I'm thinking, fab, I'm back on the bike. Great support there from the youngsters. Really appreciate the support when I'm racing. And I'm coming back in to tag Steve back in. There you can see Glenn waiting for Ed.
Well, I'm waiting for Scott.
Now Steve's done his lap, he's just tagged me back in, we're on lap 5 and I'm away. There's a Velo Ooze rider ahead and I'm thinking, right, here's another chance to make up the place. There's an Ipswich rider, you can still see the Velo Ooze rider. I'm trying to track him down now, get on his wheel. You can see me just following him round, trying to follow those lines. Isaac getting more good footage. Just try to follow that Velo Ooze rider because he is doing a good job here, just staying ahead
Simon.
of me. But it's given me something to push for. But you can see, it's hard pushing in this mud. If you're pushing too hard and it's too wet, your wheel's spinning. You can see the Velo Ooze rider there, he jumped off. I managed to keep on my bike, and this has enabled me to have speed as we come off the off camber. And I'm basically thinking, right, let me shut the door here. And I slammed the door on him, so he ain't getting through there. I'm like, right, I've got a spot. But there's a Welham rider here, and the Velo Ooze rider, he's straight back by. He's like, yeah, you might have cut me off there, mate, but I'm having that place back. And he's straight going there, you can see. I'm going wide, I'm just looking for any grass where there might be a little bit more grip and I'm not getting bogged down in the mud. So you can see I am zigzagging more, I am taking a longer route, but I'm trying to use less energy. Through that section, really difficult, there's just no way round. And you can see the Velo Ooze rider tagging his rider in. I'm going to tag Steve in for his next lap. He's off. I'm tagged back in for lap 7. Here we go. This is going to be my final lap because I can hear the bell in the distance, I believe. Possibly. Oh, there you go. Glenn Davey right behind me there. Maglia back in. He weren't wasting no time. I went wide. Glenn's like, right, I'll slide right through there, mate. Not a problem. We're pushing. You can still see Glenn's ahead. I've not let him get away on this lap. I've tried to keep him in sight all the time. Running the off camber again. I'm straight on. I can see Glenn and I just have a bit of a push here. And I push a little bit more than I probably should have done. Bearing in mind, I got an inter on the rear and it's just let go and I'm on the floor. But luckily, I'm straight back up. And you can see Glenn's definitely struggled on that section there as well because he hasn't got away from me. And as we come in, you can see him just ahead there of the Velo Ooze rider. And the Velo Ooze rider is really tiring as we're going up here. I think, right, this is my opportunity to get Steve in front of him. And I'm a little bit cheeky here, to be fair. A little bit naughty. I tag Steve in, and then I think, well, I'll ride between them, and then he can't tag his rider. Probably not the right thing to do, but it's all in fun.
Race 1 complete. Not sure where myself and Steve finished, but Steve did a great job. Pushed hard on all the laps between us, so yeah, pretty good. But we are muddy. Bit chilly now. Now the youths are going round, having their race. I'm going to give my bike a bit of a clean up because state of that is a proper mess. So quick jet wash off, maybe clean myself up a bit, might put some clean bibs on, I'll see, and get going from there. But fun race. I don't know where we finished, I'm not sure. Inside the top 10 definitely, I think. So we'll see when the results come out. I'll give you an update in a bit. Let's get cleaned off, get something to eat, ready for second race, mixed team relay, get put with 2 other random people. So at least I'll be in a team of 3 hopefully this time, and I'll only have to do 1 lap in 3, but we'll see. Second race, mixed team relay. Can't even remember my teammates' names, but we'll go. We'll see how we go.
So, I was late getting to the grid, and I am absolutely back row, because I had to take my jacket off, my over trousers off, I'm back row, and I'm thinking, I need to nail it through these guys. And luckily for me, it just seems to open up in front of me. And you can see, there's young Keane, and I'm up the outside of him. And he is a right fast whippersnapper. There's his dad Craig on his left. There's Gary Fendick. I cannot believe my luck. If the seas have just parted and I am right up there for the first lap. I am straight in there. Keane's telling me he's pulled his clip out. He ain't taking no prisoners though. Did you see him muscle up the inside of me there? Might not be much of him, but he was straight in, elbows out. I've seen Luke jump off and I think, oh, that's a good idea. I'm off and running here, getting round these riders. You can see me just try to get round Luke there, but I can't quite. But I'm getting back on the bike now. And I'm getting the pedals down and ride them. You can see, here's Keane.
Keane, get out of my way.
Me shouting at him, giving him plenty of a boost. Love a bit of banter, does Keane. We have a good bit of banter, so it's all in jest. He's giving me plenty of a boost from behind. You'll hear him more in a minute. I'm trying to keep on Luke's tail. You can see Luke just in front.
Oh God!
And look at Keane just rails it round the outside there. I don't even know how he's holding it up. He has got full wet Vittoria's on. Let's be honest, he needs to go challenge, we all know that. But he has railed it round the outside of me there, and he's putting it down on Luke. No problems at all there. Don't know where he gets them powers from in those little legs, but he's straight by me and Luke. However, I'm trying to pick the best lines. You can see me, I'm trying to avoid the thick mud, so I'm slightly going to the side each time, trying to stay, because that's really got like peanut butter now and hard work. And you can see literally King came to a grinding halt because he went through too much mud. And I've gone straight past him, straight past another rider. I'm right behind Simon Christie here. I've gone past him and I'm back on Gary Fendick's wheels. And you can see Ian Nixon just in front. And these are front runners in the Vet 40s. These are the guys in the top 10. Ian Nixon's won a race this season. And I'm right up there with them. These course conditions just equalised everything and gave me an opportunity that I just don't normally get. And for some reason, I seem to have good legs. Last race of the season, and Simon's found his form. Wow, top class. Nice one, Simon. Perhaps try and find it for September next year, but more to come on that in a later video. You can see Craig Beckham just up there, Keane's dad. He's only just in front of me as well. Look, he's battling with Ian Nixon. There's Gary Fendick. If I can hold on to these guys, I know I've set my team up for a good thing. I know we're not going to be a super competitive team, but I still wanted to get out there and give it everything I could on my laps. It's just the competitive spirit in me. I love to do as well as I can. You can see me come around these zigzags here. Again, I'm just trying to stay out of the mud. Little bit wide there. I had to get a foot down, I think. I did mess that up. But luckily, Gary's also messed it up, so I'm still right on his wheel, so that's good. But you can see I'm just trying to go a little bit wide, stay out of the mud. Ian Nixon's already off and running. Gary's off quite early. I'm off now here. Dragging my bike round, and I'm right onto the two in front of me here now. I'm really making good progress. But my legs are feeling a little bit heavy there, and those 400, did I mention they're 400 those barriers, and I've only got little legs. You can see Craig actually struggling there on them Vittorias. He needs to change the challenge. I've run under Ian because I'm thinking this is going to be the better way. I'm giving him some abuse. I'm through, but I should have jumped on here, and I didn't. I'm still running. And this allows young Keane to send it up under me. I've let him through there, but he does show some good skill there holding that. Did you see that? He just held that up there. Superb riding from Keane. Got to give it to him. And I'm in, and I tag the next rider. Go. He's gone.
Well done.
Now, next time I'm out there, I decide I'm actually going to run the first part of this course. As you can see, sped it up a bit because all you're seeing is the floor from the camera. But it's so muddy, it's quicker to run. And you can see I've overtook two riders running. Now, I got on a bit soon here. I should have kept running round this bit as well, because this is still slow. You can see how deep it is. I'm trying to find some grass, but no point. And as we come further up there, I go past the Iceni rider, and I'm finding some good grass, and I'm in a flow here, and I just seem to have found the lines. It seems to be working for me. I don't know if the mud was drying out a little bit, and maybe that inter on the rear was helping, but I'm certainly doing okay.
Can I grip? Oh.
I'm going carefully here because I literally could just feel the rear end. This has got so slippery now, and I don't want to have another off because that's not quick. So I'm just trying to hold it up here on this half camber, and I am being quite careful. You can hear me giving it the all art, but I'll make it through.
Sorry about that. Well, Basil.
There's Basil getting the photos in for us. Top job there. Good to see him back after some time out. And I'm in to tag my other rider.
What?
And my teammates, Daniel and Molly, both did a great job.
Hard, isn't it?
And we had a real good time doing that race. I certainly enjoyed it.
So mixed relay complete. I'm not sure where we've come really, to be fair. But I only had to do 2 laps this time, but I did give it hard. But the course, treacherous as you'll have seen, sliding everywhere on that one. Sam Brook taking the win for his team. Ben Hallam in second place. And Ian Nixon's team, which I think had Glenn Davey in third place. So they did well. Everyone's had great fun. The course is carnage. Absolute mud bath now. Half of it running at the start, but it was great fun. We all had a great time. Hope you enjoyed this one. See you on the next one.